countdown to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Yogaxpress. It's all about moving the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. And as you can see today, we have a full house. I think someone got the message that Susan was going to be teaching today. So I'm going to save my introduction of our special guest for last. Right now, and I need to refer to my little cheat sheet because today we have a full house in the control room as well. So thank you so much. All those of you who are watching us right now, let me tell you, I love the t-shirt you're wearing. It complements, the green complements the background that we have right here. Our facilitator, Brian Breton, is responsible for these beautiful shades. I think there's a little bit of green, orange, and red, lovely sunset colors. And your shirts match that, so complement that very well. So thank you so much. In our control room, we have Antonio Camacho, Lizette Perez, Miguel Mercado. Thanks so much. You guys are a great team. I really love you. Thank you. And right here on the mat, on my immediate right, we have Liha Moon. Liha is also a yoga teacher. She has been with us in a few episodes before, went off my radar for how many moons is it? How long have you been away?
12 moons.
12 moons. You have been away a long time, right? So she has promised to come back on the show. Hers is a gentle teaching as well. So we will wait till Liha comes on. But welcome back. It's nice to have your energy here. So thank you, Liha. To my extreme left, Josiane Hurd, my crazy colleague. I love you, Josiane.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming back. I know you are an ardent yoga fan, and you've been practicing a lot at home and on the mat. Josiane is also a producer here. You have a show
Yes,
here?
persons of interest.
Persons of Interest. And she interviews many very interesting people because I'm also on that list. So thank you, Josiane, for being
Welcome.
here.
Thank you.
Next to Josiane, we have Susan Barber. Did I get your last name right,
Correct,
Susan?
perfect.
Susan, it's so good to have your energy
Thank
here.
you.
I hear from our guest teacher, Susan McNamara, that you are a very ardent fan of yoga as well.
Very much, very much.
We are delighted to have you. Is there anything, we were talking about something that you mentioned earlier before we started taping today about yourself. Would you like to mention that on air?
Well, I must say I've been doing yoga for about 20 years, but what helped me most about yoga was I was here during September 11th.
Right.
Right? So after that, of course, life was difficult, and the yoga really sustained me. But I feel home at your studio, Banu, because I had a travel program.
Right,
in
right. I
Alabama,
remember you mentioned
Birmingham.
that. Where was that?
That was back in Birmingham, Alabama, when I was in high school. It was a weekly program of a
Lovely.
different country, and I'd have a guest from that country, and I'd bring my dolls and something.
So you
sweet.
talked about different countries and their dolls.
Each time.
Now you are traveling to different realms right here on the mat with Susan's help. We saved the
Absolutely.
best
Thank
for the
you.
last right now.
Thank you. It's
Welcome
a
to
joy
the
to be
show.
with Susan. I'm a fan.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Susan McNamara. Susan is also another amazing teacher. She has taught in several episodes before. What I like best about you, Susan, whenever I give her a call, whenever I call you, she drops everything and she's here. And I need that. I need someone who's reliable. So not only do we love having you here, it's also nice to know that I can always fall back on you or even shift things around and say, Susan, I don't have a guest for next week. Would you mind filling in? Or do you mind swapping? So thank you. Susan, before we move on, a little reminder to our viewers. Tell them a little more about what you do, where you teach.
So I teach a chair and a gentle yoga class. I teach right next door in the Parks Department on 60th Street. I also teach a chair class in Community Center on 66th Street. And I am available for private lessons and yoga parties, which is something new, which
I
is
like
fun.
that concept.
Yoga
Nice.
parties.
Oh, so are they going to show off their yoga skills?
Well, you can do it for milestones or just, gathering your friends
You could have
together.
a kind of a charity event.
Or
People
a charity event.
Put
I
some
mean,
money, you can collect.
Number. I went to one where a woman was getting married, so they had it that morning, the day of her wedding.
Oh, wow.
So in the morning, her bridesmaids came, the moms, the cousins, everybody came in, and it was really a nice way to start the day.
What a lovely way to
Yeah.
get yourself in a nice, happy, light mood, right?
Exactly.
Good frame of mind. Get in touch with Susan. Her details are right there, sumacyogaNYC.com. And Susan is available, as you know, for yoga parties too. Don't forget to invite
Yes.
me.
Okay.
Susan, we're
So-
all set. What would you like to take us
So today, our daily activities require that we have a certain mobility, and so we're going to work on that today. Stretching to reach into the cabinet, putting on your shoes, simple things that we do every day that if we stretch, will make those they'll make much
Changes,
easier.
yeah.
Yes. So let's starting in a seated position, then we'll eventually come on our back. We may not even stand in this first class,
Okay.
and the next class we will.
Suits me.
So we'll see how far we get. So starting in a seated position, well, first I always like to make an intention before our class. And, someone recently asked me about what I did for the new year, and I don't like to make a resolution for a whole year. I'd
Right.
rather make one every day. So every morning you wake up or before your yoga class, and, you have another day to start over again.
That's good. So you make any mistakes, you forgive yourself.
We forgive and we go
I
on
like
to the
that.
next day. So I'd like to make an intention before the yoga class, and you all can do that too, and then we'll begin.
Okay. We're going to give ourselves 10 seconds.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so now let's take, so some of the positions, some of the poses, we move very, very slowly, and we move with the breath. So we'll start by raising our right arm up, and an inhale, and on the exhale, let that arm go down to the side as you move your neck, rotate your neck to the left. And we're going to reach that arm up again as we bring the head back to center and bring the arm down in front. We'll do that 2 more times. Reaching, stretching the arm up as high as you can go, and as the arm goes down to the right, rotate your head to the left. And if you touch your neighbor, you can give him a little pat in the back, that's okay. And bring the arm down. And one more time, inhaling, reach up even higher, reaching that arm out to the side as you rotate your head over your left shoulder. And we'll bring that arm back and back to your knee. And now going to the other side. Reaching the arm
Already,
up
right?
and turning your head over to your right shoulder as you bring your arm down, almost in a circle. I know we're sitting here, we're very close. Reaching the arm up and down. So we inhale, going up,
Okay, I think
and
we both
lengthen
were on the
our
same page.
body.
We're looking away.
Exhale, we turn away from our arm
Bring the circle
in the
forward.
opposite direction. And one last time, reaching up and reaching behind. And now bringing your arms back. We'll bring one hand, the right hand, onto the mat next to us, and the left arm, reaching the left arm up, and reaching that left arm over as if you were getting something in the cabinet, but at the same time, keep your left buttocks on the mat. You can bend your right hand, or right arm rather, and now slowly come back, bring that left hand onto the mat, reach the right arm up, and reach the right arm over towards the left. And you can smile while you're doing this. And now bring the right arm. We'll do that one more time. Bringing the right hand onto the mat. You can bend your right elbow and reach the left arm towards the left side. I'm sorry, towards the right side.
Folks, if you're stretching with us, watch us Monday morning, 7:30 to 8 a.m.
And
And in a few moments, we'll
Left
also have the
hand.
postcard up.
bring the right arm over and bring that right arm back. And now you'll take your hands in front and walk your fingers, walk them as far as they can go. And wherever that may, everyone is going to be different, and that's so important, is to honor your own body. And bring your hands down wherever they may be. Let your head and your neck rest down and breathe. Long inhalation, long exhalation. And then slowly walk your hands back, and we'll come down onto our back. So we'll reach our legs out long, and we'll shake out our legs first because we just had them in that position for a while. And then scoot down and bring
We
our,
have our hands to the center.
so
Are
we have
gonna
our
lift
heads?
our legs?
Yes. So we have our
We'll
heads?
have our
Okay.
heads to the center.
So we'll scoot around.
And if we can get the postcard up, that would be great, so people know we just do very gentle.
And bring your feet to a standing position. And bring your heels as close to your body as you can. And bring your hands on your thighs, the tops of your thighs, and push your thighs away. Push your thighs away. And you should feel an opening in your lower back. And then rest for a moment. Push away again. Push, push, push. And release. And now fan your legs to the left and to the right, just a little bit. And now take your right leg and bring your hands around your thigh, the back of your thigh. And if it's okay on your lower back, you'll stretch out your left leg long, reaching your left heel towards the back of the room. And reach your right thigh in towards your shoulder. So it's going to go out to the right slightly, to the armpit. And while you're here, circle your ankle in one direction, relax your shoulders on the mat. Your left foot is flexed with the toes pointing up towards the ceiling. And now flex your toe towards your right toes towards your nose and back towards the back of the room. Flexing your foot a few times.
This is so good. We never consciously remember to do this. I never remembered to do this.
And now slowly bring that foot to standing and the other foot, you really feel this once we move later on. Bringing the left leg in towards the chest, the right leg stretched out, and you can really feel that stretch in the right leg if you reach your heel towards the back of the room. Reach the left knee in towards your shoulder, and now circle that foot in one direction. Usually you hear a lot of noise when we do this. Everybody's got good...
Oh no, I heard some pops and crackles in mine.
I did too. And then flex the toe towards your nose and back against the wall, the back wall. By the turtle. A great turtle that we have. And then slowly bring that leg down. And we'll spread our legs wide as the mat. Well, actually spread the right leg out so that the heel is off the mat. And bring your left leg in to stand. We'll reach our arms up towards the back of the room or the front of the room. And now slowly bring your left ankle over your right. Bring your left ankle over the right. And your leg is long. And you can grab onto your left wrist with your right hand and sort of scoot yourself towards the right. So if someone were to look down at us, we'd look like a letter C or a banana. And breathe. Feeling a nice stretch in the whole left side of your body. And again, you're in control. You can move a little further to the right. If you want a little more of a challenge, you can bring your right leg, right ankle over your left. Switch.
I knew you wouldn't let us get away so easy.
And now stretch your arms back, unravel your legs, bring them both to a standing position. Bring your arms over onto your thighs and push your thighs away again. Pushing the thighs. Can you feel that in your lower back and feel the separation of your leg from your pelvis?
Makes such a big difference with that.
Now stretching out the legs once again. Bring the left leg, the heel off the mat. Reach the arms back. Bend the right leg. And now stretch the right leg over the left. Long ankle over ankle. Stretching the right leg over the left. And grab onto the right wrist, pulling yourself over towards the left. So the banana is now in the other direction, feeling that stretch along the whole right side of your body.
That's a flexible banana.
Flexible banana. And now reach the arms back. Bring the legs back to a standing position. Bring the arms over and by your side. And now lengthen out both legs. Reach the right arm and the left leg away from each other. The right arm, the left leg, it's almost as if that left heel, that leg will be longer than the right one. Left leg and right arm. Keeping the feet flexed, the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. And now slowly bring that arm down. Raise the left arm and the right leg away from each other. Reaching that heel towards the front of the room. It will feel as if the leg is longer. And now slowly bring that arm down. And both arms, reaching both arms up towards the ceiling, reaching back, reaching the heels towards the back of the room. Reach, reach, reach. And as you do this, keep your front ribs down. Keep the front ribs down. Slowly reach your arms up and slowly come back down. So we'll hold on to the sides of the mat, bring our feet to a standing position, and bring our heels as close to our body as possible. Lift up the toes and then lift up the heels. Lift the toes and lift the heels. And now flatten your foot entirely on the mat and slowly press down into your feet as you lift your buttocks up off the mat, reaching your buttocks towards your knees. Coming up onto your shoulders. Slowly coming down one vertebra at a time. One vertebra at a time. In yoga, the slower we go, the more you feel the work.
True. So true.
And once you've arrived, lift the buttocks up again, very slowly, again, peeling off one vertebra at a time, lifting up, bringing the navel up, reaching the buttocks towards the knees, pressing down with your feet, and smiling.
That's the tough part. Actually, this is a good question.
And slowly coming back down, one vertebra at a time. going to bring our arms into this next one. So as we reach the buttocks up, reach your arms up, reach the arms back, coming onto your shoulders. Slowly reach the arms back down, one vertebra at a time. It makes such a big difference reaching the arms.
It does. That's what my smile went for.
Inhaling, reaching up, bringing the buttocks up towards the knees, and slowly bringing the arms down by your side. The next time we'll reach our right arm back, left hand can be by your side. Lift your left knee up. Lift the left knee up. Press down with your right hand, lift your right foot, lifting your left knee. Slowly reach your arm down. And now we'll go to the other side, reaching the right leg up, keeping the leg bent, reaching the left arm back. Slowly reaching back down. And then one last time, reaching both arms back as you reach your buttocks towards your knees. Reaching, reaching, stretching out the whole side body, back body, abdomen. You feel this everywhere. If you're at home and you have a block, and then you can come back down, you can always put a block in between your legs to keep your legs close together. And straighten your legs out. Reach the right arm back, and we'll roll over onto the right, keeping our head down, and then slowly coming up onto all fours, bringing the head up last. Oops. My little notes here. And coming into a child's pose, reaching our chest, our armpits towards the front of the room. Exhaling, reaching the navel up towards our spine. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. And if you look down and you see your feet, move your feet out of the way. Letting the head and the neck relax. And everyone will move at a different pace. We all have a different, I like to call, breath choreography. Inhaling up, exhaling down. This is my most favorite. It's such a nice massage on the spine.
I was thinking that too. Exact words.
And where you should be feeling this the most is in your lower back. You want to feel the stretches in a cat pose as you bring your middle of your back up towards the ceiling, the thoracic area of your spine. And the next time you exhale, you can spread your knees a little wider, reach down into a child's pose, and reach your arms out in front. Walking your fingers and resting your hands on the mat, resting your head on the mat. And now slowly coming up onto all fours. Reaching your right arm out, up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, you'll take that arm across and under, but don't come down onto the mat. Just reach your arm across as long as you can. Inhaling, coming up, reaching up. Exhaling, coming across, reaching further. Inhaling, reaching up. And on the next one, you'll bring your arm across, and this time you'll bring your shoulder onto the mat. And with your left hand, you can push, giving yourself a little more of a twist. You're in control of how far you want to go. If you can rest the back of your right hand onto the mat, you can do that. Reaching your left shoulder away from you, you can also bring your left arm up and bring your left hand onto your...
Okay, that's not happening. Oh, it is.
Yes, it is. See that?
Yes.
Whoa. It's a nice twist. So I'm just going to stand up to see. Yes, you can bring your hand onto your... right onto there. Everybody looks good. And now slowly come back to center. It's a nice twist on the spine.
That was deceptively effective. That's the right word.
And
Looks so simple.
yes, it is. Well, I like warming up to that pose rather than just going right
Yes.
into your shoulder.
I'm glad I had that practice, yeah.
Reaching the left arm up, going through like treading the needle, reaching the arm across, and inhaling, reaching up, exhaling, coming across, reaching that arm, and then one last time, reaching the arm up, and this time we'll come across, bringing the shoulder onto the mat, reaching the arm, pressing down with your right hand, and then you may take your right arm up and reach your back of your hand onto your sacrum.
Well, we are in and out of these pretzel positions. Those of you who'd like to stay in touch with Susan, you know where to reach her. Her credits will come up at the end as well as in just a moment. Also, just know that most of our teachers use a very simple format. They stay within the parameters of a basic postcard that I put together. And Lizette, if you can put that up on the screen while we are in our positions, that would be great. So you won't be doing any fancy stuff, but you'll feel great.
Bring your hand back around onto the mat, and you can come up into a seated position, bringing your palms together.
Perfect timing. That was good. That's the postcard I was talking about. Namaste. That was really good. We can take that postcard off now, but thank you, Lizette. That was great. Perfect timing. And
Yes.
Susan, that was a really good workout. Like I said, I meant it. Deceptively. It looked so easy.
Yeah.
It was so effective. So I really like the challenge. My body needs that. It has to look simple. Otherwise, I get scared.
Stretches are the best.
Well,
Well,
I like
it's
so
moving
good.
into
What
it.
did
Yeah,
you
I
think?
feel amazing. Even at
Very good, right?
Good.
Yeah.
Stretch with their arms.
Susan calls it restorative, and for me, it's like you said, it's restorative.
Very
Yes.
restorative, and I loved it. I was a little worried because this morning I threw my back out a little bit. I jumped out of bed and I thought, oh my God, Susan's going to do a heart opener. Thank you.
But that
Those-
bridge pose might have been good for that.
It was
yes.
good. You know, you heard those pops? That was me.
I didn't hear any. They were
So
quiet
remember,
pops.
Monday morning, 7:30 to 8 a.m. every Monday. Stretch with us. We have a lot of amazing teachers just like Susan. Right here, Liha is here as well. On behalf of Josiane, to my extreme left, Susan Barber to next to Josiane, thank you, my little cheat sheet. And on behalf of Liha and our amazing crew, Antonio Camacho, Lizette Perez, Miguel Mercado, and Brian Breton for setting up this wonderful studio lights and sound. We'd
Thank
like
you.
to thank Susan McNamara. Susan, thank you so much. Visit Susan's website, sumacyogaNYC.com. You are watching Yoga
Thank you.
Express. Yes.
Yes, no, I said thank you.
I know. It does feel good. It does feel good. I was thinking, okay, how am I going to go back and